Hey, hey Facebook, how you guys doing? So I know it's been a little while since I've been on, and I just wanted to jump on here. Hey Joe, how are you? So it's been like a crazy week. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. Um, my phone is pretty much on like the last battery all day, and so. But yeah, this week's been crazy. I don't know if anybody on here has any kids with any food allergies, but I always said that I would never be able to handle a food allergy. Avery always had, hey Heather, hi Jen, hey Michelle. Avery was always really sensitive and had eczema pretty much since she was born, and was, had hives a couple times that we couldn't figure out why. But she didn't like peanut butter, so I never gave it to her. She was really picky, and she knows what she wants. So, fast forward, anyway, last year we found out she was allergic to penicillin. We got the EpiPens, the whole thing. And this year we found out she's like highly allergic to peanuts. So it's been a crazy week, especially because school already started and we're trying to work with them. And so if any of you guys that hop on have any tips and have any kids with peanut allergies or any food allergies, message me, because like some days I'm okay and other days, I don't know, it just feels really overwhelming and I'm like freaking out a little bit. At first her classroom said they were going to be peanut free, and now they're telling me that they're not, so I'm just feeling a little bit like discouraged about that. But anyway, I jumped on tonight because I was talking to a friend of mine last week, and an old friend, and they were like, we were just talking about we were catching up, and we were talking about business. Hey, hi Matt, how are you? How you doing? I jump on here. I try to jump on here about once a week and just talk about stuff. And tonight I'm going to talk about business a little bit, but I don't usually talk about my business on here. But I had an interesting conversation with an old friend, and some of the topics that came up, I was like, you know what, that would be kind of cool to just talk about for a couple minutes, because some of the other conversations that I've had with a few other people have had like the same things come up. So anyway, we were talking, and this is a friend that goes way back, and they were like, how the heck are you doing this? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, first of all, I know you. You were one of the quietest, shyest people. You would never hardly say a word, and you were like one of the guys. You were not a girly girl. You did not wear a lot of makeup. And, shyest, quietest, that's when I was really little. Not wearing a lot of makeup, played soccer. One of the guys was when I got a little bit older. And I was like, I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, well, going live. You're like going live on your Facebook page. You are wearing makeup, talking about makeup, doing tutorials. Like, what are you doing? So, hey guys that just signed on. So, I'm like, well, here's the thing. I'm like, a lot of that had to do with self-confidence issues, a lot of that. So, a lot of that was me, but it kind of wasn't me, right? So, I was like one of the guys, but really it was because I just didn't know how to make girlfriends. So, I have more girlfriends now than I know what to do with. And going live and doing makeup tutorials and things like that, yes, it is a little bit scary, but it's nowhere near as scary as going on 50 billion job interviews. Hey, I sure will. Definitely, Matt. I definitely will. So our skincare line's awesome, and we've been around for like 20 years, so it's been around for a while. It's like, it's not, something brand new that they're still working out any bugs or anything. But I'll definitely message you about some of that tomorrow. So the thing is that, it's nowhere near as, I've learned as I get older that when you really want something, you conquer your fears pretty quickly. And there's no greater fear than constantly going to a new job and a new job interview, and then like being miserable again over and over and over again. And so when I found network marketing, I was blown away by, well, just by the concept itself, and then by the opportunity that it presented. So for me, I was like, okay, go live. Okay, let's do it. And, you know, wear makeup. Well, that sounds like fun. Okay. So I can do that. And, you know, here's the funny thing about this business, and this is what, kind of like what we were talking about with my old friend, and we started when we were having this conversation. And I was like, you know, it's funny because I mean, like I said, you know, I've had like one or two jobs that I really, really liked, you know, and for whatever reason, you know, they shut down or moved to another state. And, but I've also had jobs where, you know, I was in my career. I mean, they weren't like, you know, at the local pizza place or whatever. I mean, these were career jobs, and I'm not talking about when I was a teenager. And, you know, I had bosses, I mean, belittle me and yell at me in front of our whole entire office, you know, just because they didn't have their stuff together. And I mean, I would be like bawling in the bathroom, you know, and I was like, what do I need to do that I don't ever have to have that happen ever again? You know, I mean, to be embarrassed in a room full of people, or just be treated by someone who doesn't have their act together and they're super stressed out because they're not running their business up to par and they're taking it out on everyone else. And then enter, you know, this world of network marketing where everything is just totally flipped upside down, and everybody's end goal is to is the opposite. I've never met so many supportive people in my entire life. It's just crazy. So when I first came into it, and I'm just gonna quickly go through it, but when I first came into it, it was by accident. It was not, I didn't even know what it was. But I will tell you that the opportunity that I do right now, the business that I'm in right now, was fully 100% intentional, because I already knew what I was doing and I knew what network marketing was. So the business that I do right now, I knew what the opportunity was that presented itself, and I jumped in head first. You know, it was, I jumped in completely knowing, you know, that the opportunity was ground floor and was amazing, and I saw what people were doing with it. So I was like, hello, makeup? Sure, I can sell makeup. Let's do it. It's fun, and it is fun. I mean, I'm having so much fun. My girls, my team, there are 20 of us so far. They are rocking this business. They are having the time of their life. They're having so much fun. Everybody's just super supportive and having fun. That's why in 5 months' time, it's a $78,000 team. And we're part of, just recently in the past few days, $1 million team, which is just mind-blowing. So, and everybody's just having a great time. And I think that's what's like most important. So, and the thing is that like everybody's just constantly challenging each other to be, to just be their better self, doing personal development, getting together, just helping each other out. It's not even about the sales and things like that. Everybody just is trying to be better, like a better than they were yesterday, and it just, all the other stuff kind of happens on its own. So this business is just different in so many ways. I think it just makes it special. And I don't know if I just could, I don't see how I could have possibly seen that on that first day, not even knowing anything about it. But sometimes, you know, you just have that intuition and you just know that something is just drawing you to it, right? So when I, like I said, when I was having this conversation with my girlfriend, and this is all the stuff we're talking about, and I said, you know what, when I decided to do this business, it was 100% intentional. I said I fell in love with the opportunity of it, And second, then I fell in love with the people of this business because they are all amazing. And third, I fell in love with the products of this business. I had not even worn the products when I signed on to this business. I did not even wear the lipstick yet when I signed on to this business, which people are always blown away by. And I'm like, nope, absolutely. I did not even have, because you know what? It wasn't even in stock at the time. So we went through some crazy growing pains and we all survived. But I knew that this was going to be so good that I hadn't even tried the product yet. And I always joke with my husband that I'm always right, and but this time I was absolutely 100% right. So, you know, I told her, I'm like, it's crazy. I have girls that are on my team that have never worn makeup before in their life, and they're rocking this lipstick and they're selling the stuff out of it. I have moms who are doing this part-time. There's other women who are doing this full-time. And I decided that I wanted to take my part-time network marketing, you know, career that I replaced my part-time income with in 2014 and have done so ever since. And I want to take it to a full-time income. You know, and that's what I decided in March that I wanted to do. And that's what I am currently doing, is taking it to a full-time income. And you can do either or, which is the beauty of this business. You can do it part-time, you can do it full-time, you could do it as a hobby, you could do it as a career. I just don't know where else in the world you would have those other options. And you know, when people say, why are you so passionate about what you do? Is it, you know, that you just love makeup? And I'm like, no. It's not that I love makeup. I mean, of course, this makeup is amazing. I wouldn't be able to promote something if I had used the makeup and my skin broke out in a million hives, or, you know, my skin broke out, you know, terribly, or it just was terrible, horrible makeup. I wouldn't have been able to do it. You know, it's just, I have integrity and, just an honest person, so I wouldn't have been able to do it. But the makeup is amazing, so that just is like a huge benefit in itself. But it's the opportunity. It's just awesome. You know, if you are someone who has that entrepreneurial spirit and wants to, you know, create your own dreams and goals, and you know, just go after something more, and, you know, do something more, you know, than what you're doing. Hey, hi. And, you know, or you've just always, you know, wanted to have your own business, be your own boss, create your own schedule, create your own paycheck. You know, I always knew I was happy with that, you know, $500, $600 range a month that I was earning for all those years, with, you know, the amount of work I was putting in. And then I decided that I want to bump that up to a full-time level. So let me put in more work. I mean, I'm fortunate that I'm home. I'm able to do that. But if I wasn't and I was working, guess what? I would just be staying up later at night and getting up earlier in the morning. I still have a 2-year-old at home, and that's a full-time job. So over the summer, I had 2 kids at home, and that's a full-time job in itself. And any stay-at-home mom would tell you that. So the opportunity is there, you know, and that's what she said to me. She's like, well, you're so passionate about this. Do you just all of a sudden love makeup? And I have other people say to me, like, well, I don't love makeup. I don't wear makeup. You know, I don't know if this could be for me. And I'm like, hello, I didn't love makeup. I love it now. I've worn lipstick for the past 200 days straight. And sometimes I don't even leave the house. So it's not just because I sell it. I wear it because I love it now. And it just gives you that confidence boost, and it stays on all day. I mean, this stuff does not come off. It's there, you know, it's just something about it. It's like this magic lipstick. So, you know, I'm just like, you know, what do you know, unless, you don't know what you don't know, especially network marketing itself, not just, you know, this particular company or, you know, this opportunity. But I'll tell you what, I mean, I knew I was looking for something and I knew that I knew that there was something more for me to do to make big changes, and I didn't know what that was until I found out about network marketing, and that was exactly what was for me and so many other of us that are in this business. So I just had that conversation with somebody a week ago, and I was like, you know what, I need to share that because it just really, something about that conversation just struck me, and I was like, there's probably a lot of people out there that just don't understand, you know, all of that goes with the business. But and then last but not least, the I know a lot of my girls are on here that wear this stuff too, and I wanted to let you guys know real quick that the color combo I have on right now, hey Mon, you'll want to listen to this. The color combo I have on right now, which you would never guess, are these 3 colors: She's Apples, Dawn Rising, and Apple Cider. You would never think that I have this bright orange color on in there. That's what's awesome. You can like layer and do all this crazy stuff with it. But I just wanted to let you guys know, because I know a bunch of you that'll watch this are trying to pick out your fall colors right now. And you know, you can wear these ones, you wear by yourself or by themselves, or you can layer them up and create a million different combos. So I actually have all 3 on right now, and it created a whole different color that you can't even tell has the orange, but if I took that out, it would look totally different. So anyway, because I know a bunch of you guys are on my shop page and looking for tomorrow to put those colors in, so I just figured I'd share that real quick. But that's all, guys. Thanks for anybody that came on and listened to the whole thing. Of course, I only wanted this to be 5 minutes, but as usual, it went on longer than that, but that's because I wanted to get you guys that info. But hope you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.